All right. It was okay. Brenna, don't say anything. Brenna's making me laugh. All right. We got the blue-haired video game coding machine. She's got 6 screens, 2 laptops, 4 monitors, and she got someone yelling at her 5 feet away because she's that crazy. Right? We got the loudmouth herself, the Brennadactyl.
Been on this, known you for about 20 minutes now, and you're already calling me a loudmouth. Fuck. No, but
Is that not true? Is that not true?
no, it's definitely accurate, so I'm not gonna fault you for it.
How you doing, Brenna?
I'm alive. I got that going for me.
If you guys didn't know, Brenna is a little bit of a what's the word I'm looking for, Narz?
Cynical. I'm a little cynical.
Cynical, but she's funny. It's a comedy.
Yeah, I am. Hilarious.
Funny cynic. What you been doing? What you been doing with? What is what you hear my words right here? With what's happening? What you been gaming on? What you been playing?
Yo, okay. I am obsessed with Animal Crossing.
Still to this,
Still.
like what?
I feel that.
I have over 1,000 hours in the game. I am
None.
ashamed. If anyone watching still plays Animal Crossing and wants to see my town, please let me know because I would love to show people. A lot of Animal Crossing. I actually just started playing Minecraft again with my boyfriend too.
Oh my!
I'm the worst
God.
gamer ever.
You love these world building games.
Yeah.
I do. It's nice to have unrestricted things to do when you're not my job is exhausting.
I mean, how does Animal Crossing still keep you interested in playing? Because I played about maybe 100 hours, and I'm just like, I'm done
Well-
like, being these villagers, bitch.
How much time have you spent playing The Sims?
Nah, the last Sims I remember playing was Sims Hotel on the DS. About 100 hours.
I would say I probably have about 1,000 hours
Oh
on The
my
Sims as
God.
well. It's mostly, so it's like, it's building, right? Like on The Sims, I built really intricate houses, like Victorian houses and stuff. That's basically what I do on Animal Crossing. It's kind of like the thing I do before I start working in the morning. Like that's replaced my morning drive to work because I work here now.
It sounds like you should become like a home decorator. You should be doing people's houses and stuff.
Good Lord.
Oh, good
God, no. I don't think I could do it without having all the things in front of me. You know, that's the thing on The Sims. It's like, here's all your options. In real life, I have to like buy things.
You have to come up with sketches and diagrams of like.
God, yeah, that's way too. No. No.
You'd rather deal with the craziness of software engineering than doing like home design.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? You're like, she's fucking crazy. I was originally a theater major before I swapped to a software engineering degree.
Okay.
So I definitely have a really weird background. Lots of contradictions, I guess.
Why would you say that?
I was an emo cheerleader. So Narz is like, oh,
It
what?
makes so much sense now, and I love it though. At the same time, I love it. I love it. Can you do me a
I'm
cheer?
still emo.
She's,
Can I give you a God, no.
I tried.
give me
Be
an N.
aggressive.
B.
BEAGRESSIVE. So be aggressive.
Were you top pyramid or bottom pyramid?
I am too fat to be at the top of the pyramid. Too tall, really.
You know, I always, you know, the girls that have end up being on the bottom of the pyramid, they're so strong because like to keep up the rest of the team.
Yeah, they have to be.
So are the flyers, though. Have you ever seen like a professional cheerleader flyer? They're like stacked.
Well,
It's terrifying.
They gotta launch a chick in
like
the air. They have to
gymnasts.
be.
I gotta throw this 80-pound person through the air.
80 No, the 80-pound person's also really strong. They can do a lot of their own lifting. I'm not going to sit here and talk about cheerleading the whole time because I could. I could, honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. I could probably talk about literally any topic for an hour. So
All right, here we go.
Love
you ready? I'm gonna throw a topic at you because you seem to be DMCA. Thoughts right now?
Those are my thoughts on DMCA. fuck. It sucks. It really does. What's really interesting is I see that people are actually claiming that they deleted clips and VODs that are getting striked right now. I don't know how that's not a GDPR violation. GDPR is General Data Privacy Regulation. It is a law in Europe. If someone requests deletion of their data, it has to be deleted. I don't know how those deleted VODs that aren't deleted aren't a GDPR violation.
That's
And I would really curious to see like what Twitch is doing about that, because it's not exactly like, I don't know, it's not super clear. I did get a very long, they did tweet that email, they wrote that tweet. Did you see that email they sent as well?
Yeah.
The email was like 5 pages.
Really freaking long.
I was like, I'm not reading this. That's what happens at work when I get sent long emails too. It's like, I'm not reading this.
I saved it just so I could read later. That was supposed to be.
You read a page a day, you know, like I'm hit this on Monday, then hit it on Tuesday, you know.
You know, that's my reading for the tip for today. I literally read like a little bit. I was like, nah. But that's interesting that you should say this. So I'm gonna ask you, because you are obviously, you know, you know about software development, you know about software engineering. Do you think there is something that Twitch can engineer to be able to help counter this whole debacle and just like give everybody a peace of mind? What are your thoughts?
So I do know that they did release their extension thing that like supports 2 different audio channels, and then I think it removes the music from the VODs or something along those lines. It's possible. I'm going to tell you the truth. I think that the music licensing needs to be reevaluated, because I'm not really sure how it doesn't fall under fair use. It's not like it's the actual.
Yeah, you talked about this in the chat.
Thing you're presenting.
You were saying in the Twitch comments that it falls under fair use, but I'm gonna try to kind of argue here.
Oh God, a devil's advocate.
What are you I mean, listen, it's a really confusing situation, so you kind of gotta play devil's advocate, right? It's like if you played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, right, and for some reason it had what's that song everybody knows?
Post Malone
on it.
Sunflower.
And just because you're reacting over it, that doesn't make it fair use. I think that's very lazy to say it's fair use.
That's lazy, right? So I think that the music industry really needs to evaluate the way that like their models, right? Saying that live streamed content can't have any of your music, that's in my opinion, that's probably gonna hurt labels more than it's gonna help them. I listen to pretty emo, right? Emo music.
Dance Gavin Dance.
I love Dance Gavin Dance.
Really? Oh my God, this just
I love them. I think their like bassist follows me on Twitter or something.
Oh my God.
I love them. But yeah, they're actually they're one of the bands listed in labels that labels have specifically said like, hey, we're not going to pursue DMCAs here. That's what it looks like a lot of the like smaller indie rock labels are doing. And I think it's more beneficial to them, because I mean, I'm just thinking about when I stream the music that I like, other people watch me because they like me and also the music I'm listening to, and then they start listening to those bands, so it's more like a free marketing tool. But what do I know? I just write code.
But I mean, you are a streamer, or like you said recently, you stopped streaming. Why was that?
I used to be a streamer.
You used to be a streamer.
I joined the Xbox team in 2017, and I actually started streaming on Mixer. My Mixer account was the exact same age as Mixer because I made it on the day Beam was rebranded to Mixer. I started streaming there. As I moved up in my like role, I went from software engineer 1 to a software engineer 2. That has more responsibility, and it's exhausting. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like doing math all day.
Really?
You don't want to stream after. I don't actually do math all day, but that's the best way I can describe something that's tedious.
Because I would think that the streaming and the software engineering kind of goes hand in hand, right? Because you're at home, you're chilling. It's like, all right, I guess I'll throw on a stream for a couple hours. Could you stream yourself working in theory? Because I mean, that's also something that could happen.
I could stream my face working.
Yeah.
I could not stream my code.
Mm-hmm.
Of course
though.
not.
Like
yeah.
I couldn't. Yeah, if y'all want to just like watch my face, I guess I could. But the biggest, I think, problem for me is that I have so tightly coupled my work and my stream personalities. Like that's one thing that I feel like I have to be on when I'm streaming. You know what I mean? Like I'm still in some way representing the company that I work for. Like, and I just don't want to get another angry email from PR.
I feel that.
Has that happened before?
Once or twice, maybe.
What were they about? What were they for?
Nothing.
Oh my god.
She doesn't want to tell you.
Yeah,
It's not,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
what it is? It's
Yes.
none of your damn business. That's what it is.
No,
It's the dildos in chat, bro.
What?
it's exactly it. It was because I was talking about dildos. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with dildos. Dildos are the best. Dildo makes the world go round. But I did have a question for you. You used to work as a mixer staff. Can we talk about kind of like, we'll tread lightly.
We'll walk on the eggshells.
We'll walk on eggshells. Ooh. But talk to us about obviously you can talk about it. So in your personal opinion, do you think how Mixer handled kind of the transition of being like, here Facebook, take what we have? Do you think it was done right? What do you think should have been done better with that?
I was heartbroken,
Same.
like to tell you the truth. Our team was told 30 minutes before the rest of the world.
What?
Yeah. We got an email the night before with a meeting invite that said like Mixer go forward plan, and then the next day they told us that's how I think 30 minutes before the announcement. So that was pretty crazy. Here comes another marketing email. Chad Till, former Mixer coworker, actually in the chat right now.
Hi, Chad. Hi.
I think that if you look at the numbers, it was definitely the writing was on the wall for a really long time. And I hate saying that, but look at the data, right? It sucks to say that, especially, I worked my ass off, right? I gave my entire life to that damn product, which don't ever invest your whole life into your job. You will regret it. I just want everyone to know that because, like, I was very sad for a long time. I think it could have been at least handled with a bit more grace.
There's nothing done. The post she hit, just like they could have took care of it a little bit better than the way they did. It's true because
Could have been nicer.
it's just like, hey guys, we're kicking you out your house. Bye bye. We'll see you.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, there are people whose entire careers are built off of this. What the?
So
I was not happy.
So when Mixer happened, right, as you being a software engineer, did you just get naturally pivoted to another role in Microsoft, or was this something you had to pursue?
I got really lucky. So first things first, when they announced that Mixer was closing, we had like a month left where we were supposed to, I don't know, keep the website running or something. I flat told my boss, I was like, I'm not helping you shut it down. Like, don't care, not helping. So I basically didn't work. No, I actually did work, but I didn't work that month. What they did was they found most of the team other places to go. So I think most of the Mixer team actually ended up working on Microsoft Teams. And then a small subset of us were moved elsewhere in Xbox. And because I had worked on Xbox Live before, it was kind of, it made sense for me to go back and continue working in that stack and in that ecosystem.
So are you responsible for what's going on right now with Xbox Live?
No, I don't even know what's broken right now. One of my teammates is definitely on call though. So I kind of feel bad for her because she said that there's been a lot of pages this week. Shocking. I did my... Well, I mean, it is a launch week, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like higher volume than anticipated. Especially with like sending out brand new hardware. You know, like hardware just can be defective.
Yeah.
Shit just doesn't work sometimes, and it's just like, well, is it the software? Is it just the thing, right?
That happens in our servers too, though. Like sometimes our machines, like, we'll have an outage and people are like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And it's like, well, this disk drive, the CPU went out on this computer, or like, I don't know, it's got like we had to move to a new machine or something along those lines. But we don't actually have to do that. That's something that like other people manage. I don't know anything about the machines that I put the code on. I just put the code on the machines.
So wait, have you always been an engineer? Because you were cheerleader, theater major, streamer, engineer. I'm trying to connect these dots. You know, how did you end up here?
I started learning how to code.
I'll learn
when I was
code.
10 years old on Neopets.
No way.
On Neopets?
No.
I love that band. High five.
I started learning HTML. I wanted to like decorate my profile picture and like, you know.
So your MySpace page.
Your MySpace page? Was it your
and then it transitioned to my MySpace with HTML and CSS. And then I had absolutely zero intentions of continuing to pursue coding. After college, I was going to be an actress.
Oh.
Bar none. Actress. Dead set. Went to college, auditioned for the acting course that 150 people auditioned for, and only 30 got into. And, you know, of course, I didn't get in. And so I just quit college. I was like, well, that's not going to work. And I just kind of like hung out for a year. And then, spur of the moment, randomly chose software engineering as a major. I think every major decision I've ever made has kind of just been like, fuck it, okay.
Why not? What else am I gonna do, right? It's like,
yeah. It's definitely, it's weird. And software was supposed to be a backup.
Yeah.
But here I am, a software engineer.
I think that's fascinating, considering there's a lot of people probably wondering, like, how did you do that? Like, how did you like? Did you teach yourself like different languages? Like, that's so cool. I mean, like.
Yeah, I mean,
really lucky.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say I went to a school that was really great, and luckily in my hometown. Also super cheap. If you're looking for a college, let me know. Horrible place to live though. And that school really like taught me the fundamentals of computer science. Like, what is binary, right? Like, what is machine code? What is, you know, hexadecimal? All of these random things that don't really seem to add up. And after college, I went to work on some software that makes power poles.
Power poles? What the fuck is a power pole?
Like the things in the piece of wood that holds the lines.
Oh, you mean
You mean like the electrical poles?
Yeah. So like I wrote software that tracked those. How fucking boring.
That's what I sound like. The Jones is like, okay, this is the moment.
I hated my life.
Yeah, like we were having a conversation earlier with Holly here, who works with us, and she was, because I was saying I was interested in picking up coding and learning software engineering, just because, i.e., your company Microsoft offers permanent work from home options. So I'm like, you know,
they're kind of permanent work from home options. They're only kind of, right? Like it's like, I am about to ruin your dream. Reddit though, Reddit is offering work from home. You can work anywhere in the country, and they're not going to adjust your salary based off of the cost of living. They're going to keep it at the market rates.
There's their option.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, because I'm trying to go live like in Hawaii and just like.
This guy's in love with Hawaii.
Dude, I am. It's like the best place ever.
Been to Hawaii? I've never been to Hawaii.
You've never been to Hawaii?
Same.
Oh my God.
Same. I've never been.
A trip.
If you move there, I'll come visit.
Anytime. My house is your
I've
house.
never even left the country.
Wait,
actually.
what?
Like,
Wait,
yeah, what? I have never had a passport. I've never.
There's no way. There's like.
I grew up really poor.
Okay, then that's a different story. That's like
really poor. Like I had to climb my way up here, you know.
Get to
I
that
should have traveled by now.
Where would you want to, like, once COVID is lifted and you could like go anywhere, money's not an option, where would you want to go?
I haven't seen my family in like almost a year. I'd probably go see my family. Aside from that, though, just, you know, somewhere that I won't get a massive sunburn. I don't know if you've noticed, I'm a little pale.
What?
leave my house. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I sit at home all the time. So I'm like, I can't even fathom what it would be like to go places right now. Right? Like, what is the outside world like? I don't know. It gives me anxiety though.
So wait, actually take me through the day of what it is to be a software engineer. Actually, what you wake up, you do your little Animal Crossing building. You know, you set your houses up, you do your Minecraft stuff. What's the next step? It's the breakfast.
So I don't eat breakfast. God. Drink a ton of coffee. First step. Take your medication. Second step. Third step. It really depends on the day. So right now I'm doing some really fucking boring work. Where I'm like, I have a hair right here. Where I'm like upgrading dependency packages.
What the
so it's
fuck
like,
is that?
So I work on, do you know what presence is? So like on Xbox Live, if I look at my friends list and it shows, so-and-so is currently in a game of Fortnite, that's presence. And then the thing that says, and there's 100 people left in their game and what they're in the bus or what the hell ever. That's called like rich presence. Why is it called that? I don't know. Fancy. So that's the main service that I work on, and I'm making some updates to our authorization libraries. So it's like the code that we use to check if people have permission to access things. So like I said, it's boring. Probably some of the most boring work I've actually done.
How do you stay interested in doing that kind of stuff then if it is like that boring?
It's been actually, it's definitely been a challenge. Moving to this new team, like on Xbox, when I was on Xbox Live before, I worked on achievements, which was really cool because like people really give a shit about their achievements. And so you really feel the impact, right? Like when I fixed a bug once and literally all I did was made it so that like featured stats returned a 0 instead of a null or something. And it actually made a difference on the dashboard, which was the first time that had ever happened where I could actually see, because I work in the cloud, a change that I made that actually affected the console. And so I was like, people, look at, you see that 0 there? You know what that used to be? A dash. You're welcome.
That's
like,
my work.
Got you. Yeah, I did that. And it was surprisingly complicated just to do that. So
Really? Why was it so complicated?
God, I mean, most of the time it's finding the bug, not fixing the bug. That's the problem. Like most of the time I would say in software development, even game development, there will be bugs where people are like, oh my God, this bug should have been so easy to fix. This is so simple. Well, as it turns out, the devs have not been able to reproduce that bug at all. So they can't fix it. I can't tell you how many bugs I have personally closed because I can't figure out how to reproduce it. So let that be a lesson, I suppose. That's very true. The whole job is identifying issues. Yeah, if you're going to complain about something being broken, please tell me how you got to the broken state. That like would be really helpful.
So when you're going in to fix a bug, right? How immense is that task of reading through? Because I imagine it's a lot more reading than actual like math, right?
Yeah. So there's like a saying that's like you'll read code, like it's like 10-1 the amount of code that you read versus the amount of code that you write. Like I might read through thousands of lines and make a 1-line bug fix. It's a lot of like running the code and like specifically diving through. It's hard to explain without showing it.
You need the
I
MS,
read
the
a
MS
lot
Paint.
of code. MS Paint.
You need to start drawing it on there. So this is what one bug looks like.
The box and all you need to know is Xbox cloud. Xbox talks to the cloud. That's it.
And the
That's all you gotta
cloud
know.
then talks to the Xbox.
Yes, I think, or at least responds. I don't really know exactly how that part works.
What I wanted to ask you here is, damn, I had it for a second.
I have a question.
You got it. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I saw on your Twitter that you got a really cute Xbox controller, and it was specific to just the Xbox team. Can you show it to us so we can?
I had a feeling. Wait, I have 2 specific to Xbox team controllers. I have this one.
Ooh, that one I did not see that one.
That's
Ooh,
pretty.
that one's pretty.
This was. Do you know who Xbox Pope is? So he's like a graphic designer. He's like a huge
Oh.
Xbox fanboy. He does a bunch of graphic design work, and he's done like consoles and stuff, and he actually designed this. And then I have the Project Scorpio case.
Oh.
So it came with its own little bag.
So pretty.
Or Scarlet, not Scorpio. I know what I'm working on.
Do you?
And
Do
then-
you, Brenna?
No, I have absolutely no idea.
She's the imposter.
She doesn't actually work
Oh,
for
it looks
Microsoft. She
so
works for Sony.
sick. Look at
I'm
that.
like trying
wait,
to
wait,
line that up.
Zuni,
There
can we
you go.
zoom in on this? Can we just full screen hers, just hers?
Oh, she zooms in the middle of a conversation. Zoom, can you make this?
Yeah, there you go. Look at that
Yeah.
sexy.
It's not focused.
It's so
But you know what? It's good
sexy.
enough.
It's good enough. So it's got all the launch dates of all of our consoles
Oh
ever
wow.
Just
on like
all in that.
in the design. Yeah, it's like the little numbers.
Oh, that is so cute.
You can see that I bite my nails as well.
Girl,
It's very
same.
attractive.
Girl, same.
I wanted to ask you earlier. You mentioned that in your vision for yourself, right? Because you said you were dead set up being an actress, and that
Yes.
you kind of just happened to just say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna code." But coding was gonna be the backup
Yeah,
backup
right.
plan.
Yeah.
What was the actual backup plan?
What do you mean? What was the actual backup plan?
This is 100%. Why would this be the backup plan? Like, why did you decide like this had to be my backup plan? There's so many things you could have did, right? You could I don't know, been a chef for all I know, you know.
Like I said, I grew up poor. I didn't want to keep being poor. So, software, like a lot of people say, oh, you know, coding, I get to change people's lives and I get to ship things to a bunch of people and I get to impact. I just wanted to get paid.
Pay me my motherfucking money, Mitch. That's what I'm talking
Right?
about.
But yeah, I don't really, there was no other backup. It was
yeah.
literally a friend of mine heard me talking about IP spoofing and said, have you considered being a software engineering major? And I was like, all right, signed up for college. Like, I'm not kidding.
So then I'm gonna ask you this, right? Because like your reasoning here is straight up just like I just need to get paid, and this is like a really well-paying job, and it's like future-proof at the end of the day. Would you really recommend people get into it? Because
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Even though she hates it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I genuinely, don't hate it. I love my job. I am incredibly lucky to like have landed where I've landed, right? Most people don't get the opportunities that I have. And programming let me tell you, it is way easier than you think it is. It is way easier than you think it is. And once you know one programming language, you can learn any programming language, I promise. It's really like the biggest thing that I think people struggle with is like the hurdle to start learning is the hardest part, is to like jump over that hurdle and actually just hit the ground. That's the hardest part. To me, programming has always been just like speaking another language. Hey, I wonder if people that are bilingual are better at programming.
Oh wow. That's a little bit of a thought.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't tried coding.
I think maybe you should try coding then.
Nah, I'm good.
Nars, now
Now
you
you're-
have
now you're
to.
good.
I'm good. Thank you.
What?
Damn it!
Sorry. I don't think I'm the best person for this job.
Zune, you bilingual, right?
She's bilingual, but her first language was Spanish.
Okay.
So she's a better.
She's okay. Zune, we need you to test out this.
We
theory
need you
for
to
us,
learn.
okay?
We need you to learn a language. What's a really good language to like? What's the easiest like coding language to learn?
Python.
Yep.
Python.
Python or JavaScript would probably be the easiest. If you want to tell me the one that I think you should learn first, it's C++, because it's the hardest, or one of the hardest. And when you understand the complexities of such a highly complex language, way easier to do all the other shit. Way easier. I do interviews for people and they're saying, you know, I'm gonna write this this code in Java, and I'm like, I've never seen Java in my life. Go right ahead. I have no idea. But it also depends on if you want to do you want to pursue front end or back end? Like, do you want to make pretty things or do you want data?
Well, what language goes for front end and what language goes for back end? I guess.
Python is going to be more of like a back-end type language. It's also used a lot in like machine learning for whatever reason. And JavaScript, although there is Node, which can run a back-end, JavaScript is primarily used on like the web clients. If you hit F12 on your browser, you know, and you accidentally open up the dev tools, like you're probably seeing a bunch of HTML and JavaScript.
Yeah, I always panic when I see that shit. I'm like, what the fuck did I do to my web browser? Exit out.
You know what I do every single time I stream, and even right now, I did this on the stream that I have up right now. I open the dev tools and I delete the view count from the elements on the page.
How do you do that?
It's actually pretty simple because in the dev tools you have the option to like select an element. It's like a button you can click, and then you just click on the view count, and then I just hit delete and I delete the HTML element, and I don't have to see my view count. I have no idea how many people are watching your stream.
Oh wow,
That's amazing. I feel like
super easy.
There's ways to like I know like there's also a way to do dev tools that if someone if another channel creates a clip, you can use dev tools to take out the protection on the video so that you could save it for yourself. I do that all the time.
wait, what?
Yeah, so like let's say hypothetically like, you know, Dr. Lupo has a clip, right? And you want to take his clip, right? You can't take it apparently. Like you can't do it natively through Twitch, but if you use the dev tools, you can take the protective layer, like literally delete it, and then you can eventually get to the bare bones of the video and then
I'm
save
pretty
the
sure
video.
that their CDN, like the place that they store the clips and the videos, isn't actually like secured.
Yeah.
And instead, there's like a link that exists between that video file and the user, right? So this is what I think happened with like the people that are saying they deleted shit that didn't get deleted.
It didn't really get deleted.
All they did was remove that link, right, that existed that said this video belongs to this channel, but the video's still there.
They just made it unlisted.
Right.
That's all.
Yeah, it's essentially unlisting it. Yeah.
Which
it's
is
like it's orphaned.
Yeah, which is crazy because then it's not.
That's a technical term.
It really, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is what you're going to be getting into with
Hey,
software.
it's great. Listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for the FAQ.
FAQ.
were
But you
saying
bring up a good point, Brenna, because it's like, it's not the partner's fault if, like, let's say they deleted the clip or their VODs deleted or whatever, and then they get banned. Like Void Boy got banned on Twitch, and Nola was like,
I saw that video.
Nola was like, this is crazy because this dude, he's getting like flagged for a video that is not even on his channel anymore. It's like, like he's like, I don't even know where to access this thing. So, like, I'm willing to delete it, but like, where do I go to delete it, Twitch?
Yeah, it looks like I thought I saw Twitch tweet at some point like, oh, this was, you know, people are doing deletes via third-party tools that aren't actually working appropriately. And so, you know, maybe he used this third-party tool and it used some delete API that doesn't actually work. I don't really know. It really depends. I would love to hear how these streamers deleted their shit, because
it's a lot of content to go through.
If it was on Twitch, there is a problem.
Yeah. In fact, I wanted to ask you because Mike V, and you did point out, not Mike V, Dan O'Mac actually, you pointed out that orphaning was a real term. There's a lot. What are some of the weirder dev terms that exist in engineering?
Oh God, weirder terms.
Because when I heard orphaning, I'm like, okay, all right, I get it. Okay, I think I get it.
God, you know, we have a lot of we actually have a lot of horrible terms that we have to get out of our code bases, like in our repositories. That's where we store code. Repository, that might be a fun word. Instantiate. There's a lot of times I've used words that sound normal to me, and a friend will say, "Is that even a word?" I think so. And then I have to Google it, and then I'm not using it the right way. Where was I going? I'm just gonna give a disclaimer. I have ADHD, and sometimes I lose my train of thought.
You were saying there's a bunch of codes that you have to get out your repository.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of codes. So like, for instance, we actually have the terminology master slave is actually still used.
Yeah, I remember.
In a lot of code bases. What it really is like a primary secondary system, right? So like your primary is running, and then if you have a bunch of secondary machines ready to go, and it's like something happens to this machine and it takes a shit and dies, one of your secondaries can move right on it and take over. So there's things that we need to do as like an industry and to be more inclusive as well, I guess. Funny words. God, there's a lot of weird pronunciations. Like char is short for character, but it is pronounced char. Like,
I like that.
Char.
damn it.
I like that.
Oh, gwid.
Gwid.
What do you think a
Gwid?
What the
gwid
fuck is a
is?
gwid?
Wait, can you say gwid in a sentence? Zuni laughed.
I would like to buy a vowel.
What?
This user has a gwid.
That sounds like dildo to me. I don't know. I don't know.
I put it in chat so that you can actually see. I can't remember what GUID actually stands for, but it's just a unique identifier.
GUI equals GUI.
GUID.
Gwid.
Dan O'Mac said GUID means equals GUI.
No, GUI is GUI, which is graphical user interface,
Oh my god.
right? But a GUID is
Plop.
not a GUI.
GUID is not a GUI.
Wait,
Globally unique identifier. Thank you, Hex. I appreciate it. Hey, he works here.
Oh.
Isn't that what that means? Staff.
I don't.
Shit.
I don't think it's staff for us. That's not for us.
Wait, so a GUI,
No.
a GUI's
Oh.
not a GUID,
Oh, it's
GUI's not a GUID.
and a GUID's not a GUI,
GUI's not a GUID.
and a GUID's not a
What
GUI.
about
That's also. Have you ever heard of GNU?
What the fuck is a GNU? A
So
canoe with a
GNU
G?
stands for GNU is not
bless you.
Unix.
GNU.
Yeah.
is-
GNU is it's a recursive acronym because GNU's not Unix stands for GNU's not Unix stands.
What about-
for GNU's not Unix?
What about rubber ducking?
Rubber ducky.
Rubber ducky. Okay, I can actually tell you what rubber duckying is. So rubber ducky. It's literally if you're working through a really complex problem, you put like a thing. I don't actually have a rubber ducky on my desk. We'll pretend I have one. You describe the problem that you're currently experiencing to the rubber ducky as if like you're, walking through the problem. Most of the time when you do that, you actually solve your own problems. There's been times where I've walked up to coworkers and I've been like, hey, and I like basically talk at them for 5 or 10 minutes and then solve my own problem. And I'm like, oh, wait, bye. And they're like,
Huh?
Wait,
What?
so is that called rubber ducking? If like I talk to someone.
no,
Ooh.
it would be more like that person is your rubber ducky.
Oh.
Rubber ducky, you're the
Right?
one. You make that time so much fun. You know what I mean? Remember seeing?
Oh, I thought you were rubber ducking me. I
No,
was like,
sorry,
what?
you Sesame Street? It was like that was a song.
Yes,
Yeah, with
Big
Ernie.
Bird.
No, it wasn't Bill Burr. I think it was Ernie.
Oh, it was Ernie. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Remember this shit.
Yeah, yo, what is Baba Ganoush? Because I just saw Baba
Baba
Ganoush.
ganoush is like it's a dessert.
I know it's a dessert, but I think somebody said it was somebody thinks it's
Oh,
a
'cause
code.
she
It's not,
said-
it's not a code term at all.
Yeah, no, it's a service in Xbox. We use it for user IDs and things.
Baba ganoush.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, they dead ass got me. Yo, they got me asking these questions. Like, what's your favorite coding word actually?
My favorite coding word?
Favorite
What
word
the
for
fuck kind
process?
of question is
I don't
that?
know. Like, there's plop, there's rubber ducking. There's
What's
gotta
a
be one.
plop?
that's-
What's your favorite word?
I like dildo. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
It's a good word.
What does plop mean? What's a plop?
P-L-O-P?
P-L-O-P? Someone wrote it in
I
chat.
plop my hair. When I got curly hair and when it's wet, I do like plopping to keep it curly.
What is plopping?
Don't
What
think
the hell
that's
is-
what they're talking
Okay.
about.
Okay, never mind then.
I don't know.
So how much of actual coding is knowing math? Because Holly told me
No.
if you're not good at math, you're not going to be good at coding.
Let me tell you how bad I am at math. So, I took a class called Physics with Calculus 1 3 times before I passed it with a D. And then I took Physics with Calculus at least twice, or Physics with Calculus 2 twice. and I passed it with a C. I'm really fucking bad at math. Most of my math classes I had to repeat. Yeah.
And did you ever get a good grade in them?
I mean, like, they didn't completely destroy my GPA.
They were a negligible loss, you know. It was like
Negligible. I got like a 3 point. What you do when you graduate from college is you say my core GPA. So core are the classes that are like important to your degree, and then your non-core classes are like psychology. Who gives a fuck? I don't need psychology. I just write code, right? That's not that. So I got a bad grade in psychology. I can just keep it out of my GPA.
Yo, the big brain strat.
Seriously.
Don't tell anyone I said that.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
I'll
your
keep that
secret's
one a
safe with
secret.
us. Yeah, your secret's safe with us. Don't worry.
So then how would you tell someone who's interested in getting into code, like, what are the baby steps for them? Like, how should they approach it? Should they join a boot camp? Should they go to take a college class, CS class? Should they just use YouTube?
I think it really depends on your learning style. If you are able to be a self-driven learner, then yeah, absolutely, you can totally teach yourself how to code. I know that I am absolutely in no way, shape, or form a self-driven learner. And if I didn't have someone there telling me to do the thing, I'd never fucking do it, right? I had to go to school and I had to be in the classes. Otherwise, I wouldn't have pursued it as heavily as I have accidentally. If you want to do more coding academies, I think are really great. You're going to get a different like education at a coding academy versus like a traditional college, because a coding academy is really going to be teaching you like how to write code, right? And then you kind of have to like build up those fundamental understandings of computer science on your own. Whereas if you go get like a computer science degree, you do a lot more of the low level stuff like assembly language and binary and all that bullshit. And then there's one further step. I have a software engineering degree. The best way to describe that is that a computer science major will take a software engineering class. So I've been like specifically went to school to only be a software engineer. Computer science is more like I went to school to maybe do research or be a scientist or what other computer jobs exist that there are. Whatever those are. I don't actually know what those are, but you know, they exist. Coding academies are, yeah, great. And I think way more affordable than the traditional college. And it's not necessary at this point anymore. You'll see job requirements that say like 4-year degree, but it doesn't actually matter. Those just have to be there. And job requirements most of the time are just like a wish list.
Yeah, be able to do this, that, bop.
So I have a question for you. What is obviously you work for Xbox, you've been working for them for a while. Previously you were working with Mixer. Besides getting super cool, awesome swag, what are some of the cool things about working for Xbox that you want to share?
So this is weird. When you're working on something that hasn't been announced, but that people know about anyway. And so they ask you about it and you have to just blatantly lie to your face. No, I've never heard of that feature. I have no idea what you're talking about. I like that. I also really like getting early hardware. I didn't actually get an Xbox Series X early, but with the Xbox One X, God, mouthful. I had a prototype about 5 or 6 months before the release. So like that was pretty cool. You know, to get to see things and kind of like influence what's happening in the space is really awesome. But software development is software development. Like I work on cloud services and a service is a service. It doesn't matter if I'm working on Azure or if I'm working on AWS or if I go work for Twitch. The back end is always the same. So kind of boring.
So you can always hack into the mainframe.
Can you give me free Xbox Live forever?
You know, I actually do have some friends and family passes that I can probably share because I know I have some extras. And those will get you like half off.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good deal. That's not that bad.
Yeah. That's like if you look around my house, it's littered with controllers. I think I have like 15 Xbox controllers or something. We get half off on them. I pay like $30. Of course I keep buying controllers.
You have a very interesting relationship with Microsoft and Xbox because not only do you work for them as a software engineer, but you streamed on Mixer, etc. But you've hosted for them as well.
Yeah.
Which is like you kind of like a face of a lot of ways for things Xbox.
Yeah, which is so weird. This was never the plan, for the record. I don't know. I don't really know how this happened. I've actually only ever done one Xbox hosting thing, official, which was a hardware unboxing about a year ago. I think. It's really just advocating for myself though. Like the way that I started hosting was, do you know who Stein is?
Yeah,
He's the social. I think he's the social manager is his title. I don't know. He works for Xbox. I saw him hosting for Mixer and I reached out to him and I was like, I would like to host. What do I do? And he just started introducing me to people. And that's kind of really what it's been since then. And then, hosting is,
awesome.
It's been weird. I totally tried to submit. I think Narz did too for the G4 Needs Talent. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
and then we both got verified on the same
I
day.
know. I was just about to say that. Congratulations, Bish, on
I have no idea why.
Look at Gabe's face. He hasn't gotten verified. Let's just keep dancing.
It's fine.
He looks bitter.
I've
He looks
accepted
bitter.
it. I've accepted it.
Really?
I've accepted it.
Are you gonna?
I'm just not worthy of the check. You guys are worthy of the check.
So, are you gonna stop hating on me now?
I've never hated. I've only promoted.
He'll do shit for it all the time too.
No. I just always introduce her as the Narz verified
Yeah.
because she is the.
I'll
Narz
have a coworker sometimes that'll be like, well, not all of us are verified like you, Brenna. And I'm, fucking shut up.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan O'Mac. You just said Gabe. You're the only Gabe I know and care about.
That's okay, Dan.
My little brother's name is Gabe,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think you should care about him too.
I should.
Just-
How great
everyone
is he?
should.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm gonna back up
He's the
question.
best.
Brenna, I know this is hypothetical. I know your friends or coworkers are watching you, but what if you got casted for G4? Would you leave?
Is that gonna be a job or like a one-time deal?
No, like it's
or, I
a
don't
job.
know.
That's a
Like
full-time
let's say,
thing.
Oh yeah,
a
sure.
full-time
Fuck
job.
yeah.
yeah, it's a
Like,
full.
I don't think- I don't think anyone would care. Like Phil, if you're watching, if G4 wants me to be talent for them, I'm sorry, but I quit. Like,
So there you go.
Bye.
You're forwarding. Bye.
please don't take that as a resignation.
Can I come back if anything happens?
That's definitely because G4 has been killed once. Be like, can I have like an entrance back in? You gotta make sure you don't burn the bridges. Just
I
in
just need to
case.
fulfill my childhood dream, Phil. You
Same.
need to understand and respect this.
Same.
Dude, I mean, my dream, like when I came to Xbox, I was like, okay, well, what do I want to do? And I got to that, okay, I want to present at E3. Like that's something, E3 is probably never happening again. So there goes my hopes and dreams.
Wow.
And then at one point I wanted to like be the person running Mixer, and that's obviously
Well,
not
now
happening
you can
anymore
run,
either.
You can run Twitch.
Well, you can
can
buy
run
it back
Twitch.
from Facebook.
I could buy it back from
Oh
Facebook.
my
It's probably
God.
it's probably really cheap now.
Someone from the Xbox team actually just moved over to Twitch to be their, I think, VP of safety.
Oh, so you could
Yeah.
be big head at Twitch. Look at that. That's possible.
Yeah, I
Maybe
just
you
gotta
could
get-
you could solve the DMC.
No more music on Twitch. Problem solved.
Get rid of it all.
Find all
Yeah.
the orphan videos.
So then,
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
really want to know what's up with those.
if you got casted for this job, you do take it. What would you want to do as a host? Like, what are the levels you want to hit? Are you trying to be The Rock? Like, what's up with you?
Well, I'm not really much for wrestling. So maybe not The Rock.
Ryan Seacrest? I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan's. Is he still
Still
like?
hosts.
Yeah.
does?
He's a psycho.
He does what's that thing? Kelly and whatever.
I have no idea.
Regis?
Yeah.
Wait, does
Regis.
he? Wait, what?
Yeah, they like Kelly because Regis doesn't do it anymore, so Kelly does it with this other dude, and then the other dude left, and I think it's her and Ryan Seacrest now. Kelly,
Is it still called Kelly and Regis?
It's called Kelly and Ryan now.
That doesn't even
Oh.
flow. That doesn't even flow.
That's horrible.
Kelly and Ryan. Seacrest.
What else
and
did
Kelly.
Regis? Yeah, Seacrest and Kelly is. I don't know. I hate that name.
Crest and Kel.
Seacrest.
Crest and
Crest and
Kel.
Kel.
Although my name is pretty shitty too, so like, what would I want to do on G4? That's a problem that I struggle with a lot because I keep thinking, I realize that in order to get hosting work, I probably need to be creating my own content, but I don't have a single unique idea up here. Like, it's like air, I only have room for logic and no ideas at all, which is a problem. But something that I would really like to be able to. I'm really technical and obviously have a performing background, so being able to kind of like explain things that the average person wouldn't necessarily know about, like game development or about like that kind of thing, is what I would like to do.
You just described a YouTube channel.
But I worry.
You worry? Why are you worried?
YouTube scares me.
What? It's
Why?
the easiest thing in the world. It's not live.
don't
Live is so much
know.
harder.
I know, but for some reason the mean comments on YouTube are so much
Oh.
meaner than the mean comments on Twitch.
And
But they're not, but they are.
You just gotta think of them as just people who just suck. That's it.
Or
There
you could
go.
just delete them. That's what I do.
You
I
disable your
know.
comments?
No, I delete the comments.
Oh, you delete
I
the
don't-
comments?
Yeah,
Ow,
any comment that's like, oh.
I thrive off of them. Like my videos where I've made talking shit about Batman, and I have like 108 comments in the last month of dudes just like, you're fucking dumb, your beanie's stupid. I'm just like, yes, please.
I definitely have a habit of snapping back at trolls and people
Yo,
that talk shit.
Make
in
a
my
reaction
mentions.
video. There you go. I react to these negative comments.
But then I also worry. I'm like, oh man, why won't Xbox give me more hosting opportunities? And then I'm on Twitter talking shit to the president.
Oh my god.
Probably related.
Relatable.
Yeah, well, like, I see after you told me that you have this understanding of like high tech things and you have this actress background, so you're able to like, really make things exciting, entertaining. You're a very entertaining person. I could definitely see you like breaking down like hardware and tech and just explaining it to people in like 3 minutes. Like, boom, this is why you need this stupid ass fucking thing done, and just like put it out there. And this is the A B C D E F G's, H I J K L M N O P's, and then wrap it all
The
up.
imposter syndrome gets you though.
Why?
Like, that's the one thing. Oh, because I'm a girl that's not supposed to know things about computers, and so like the instant I make a mistake, bitch doesn't know what she's talking about. Like that's exactly what happens. That is 100% what happens, and it's rough. It's painful. I actually did a show on Mixer for over a year where we built PCs.
I think I remember actually seeing that.
Power builds.
Yeah, I saw an episode of that one time. That was good.
Yeah, and now Robitech is streaming on Twitch now, and so he's the Newegg partnership moved with him. But like the people on there were fucking mean.
Oh wow.
Like the second I would like not know an acronym, which my head is full of acronyms. I'm sorry I don't know every single acronym and what it means. I think it was like TPM was what I didn't know. Like they just immediately rip into you. Like I clearly don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm only here because I'm a girl.
That's terrible. I hate that.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
stupid ass shit.
Yeah.
It's so
I
dumb.
hate that so much.
It's like I'm pretty sure there's been like a bunch of guys who've made the same fucking mistake. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't even know
Oh,
what that
yeah.
is. What you just said, and I have a PC that I built. It's like, huh? Okay. Like, what? Yeah, I mean, I think that I can totally understand that and see that from your side of it, like being a deterrent. I just think like being a host, it's such a competitive field. Like all three of us are hosts, right? We all do like hosting things. It's like the more chances you get for people to see you work, fuck them. I don't give a fuck if they don't like the content. Like
Being here and talking about myself
Yeah.
is fucking weird.
you told us off camera that it was like you felt it was
Yeah.
interesting because you always host, but you've never been interviewed.
Yeah, I've been interviewed like 2 or 3 times in my whole life for something like that. One time was for the local newspaper in high school, very famous. That
girl
was a
with
bad
blue
picture,
hair
too.
does this.
Oh man. No, I was on the front page of the newspaper in my hometown, and it was definitely when I was still emo. So it's just this giant photo of me with like horribly cut oh god. It's just bad. It's just bad. It was like shitty off-brand emo, you know. I couldn't afford the real emo clothes. So it was like, you know, fake Converse from Walmart, kind of stuff.
I feel that.
So how's it actually been like? How would you describe being interviewed then as someone who hasn't done it recently, as someone who's a host?
Man, it's nerve-wracking.
Really?
It's weird. It's hard not, you know, something that I struggle with is I feel somehow narcissistic or like full of myself talking about myself, and I'm in therapy to resolve these issues as well. But they're still there.
You know what? Narz, have you ever felt that yourself too?
What, like
Being
imposter syndrome?
interviewed, or like the imposter syndrome as well? Like,
I don't know. I think maybe it's because I'm a Leo that it's just like
she's full of herself.
I'm not full
I
of
don't
myself.
know what that means.
She's full
What
of
does
herself.
being a Leo mean?
That's what it means. The sun is always on her.
You know what? You can have this interview. No, I was kidding. I don't know. I just like, cause I feel like, and maybe you feel me on this. Like when people interview, you're like, I don't even know why I'm here. Like I don't even know why I'm hosting this. Like sometimes I'm just like, I'm just a freaking weirdo, and someone gave me a mic. Like sucks to be you, bitch, and you're listening to this.
Yeah, that's
What?
That's what I worry about. I'm more afraid that people are like, why the fuck is this bitch here? Like, this isn't interesting. Who is this chick? Who does she, like, I don't give a you know, like, am I really interesting enough that people want to hear me talk?
That's what I feel like. I'm sick and tired of having to write a dissertation or a paper or to prove myself, that I'm just like, sucks to be you if you're still listening to this. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you know, I guess I'm doing something right. I don't know.
That's basically what my streams are like, is I'm like, I don't know why the fuck any of you guys are watching this content, but if you like it, please hit the follow button. Like,
Exactly.
I don't know why you're here, but please stay.
Yeah. Please stay.
please hang out. Don't go
Talking
anywhere.
about you, Brenna, I really want to know, where did the name Brennadactyl come from? Because it's obviously your name across all social, and since you're verified, and you're on Twitch as well as Brennadactyl, like, how did that happen?
Brennosaurus Rex was too hard to spell.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. Yes. So, okay, let me actually tell you how I got the name Brennadactyl. I was making my League of Legends account.
Which is the worst mistake ever, but
Yeah.
sure, go ahead.
God, really, it really is. I haven't been able to play that game in a long time because of how fucking toxic the players are.
Oh,
like,
I love it.
it's literally get in, and I get into the game, and I /mute all.
Nah,
That's
I
what
love
I
to see them get
immediately
mad,
do.
and if I start feeding, I feed even more. Anyway,
Oh, you're
keep-
one of those.
I mean, dude, if you start talking shit mid game, like, not to cut off your story real quick, I just have a story from earlier today. I was playing as Jax in the top lane, and I lost like 3 kills, and he was like, "Yo, you're 0-3," and I'm like, "All right, watch me feed some more." And then we still won in the end because I said, "Don't worry, I'm gonna scale." But anyway, as you were saying, the name Brennadactyl.
You sound like my boyfriend, I swear. Every time I hear him playing, he's like, "Don't worry, we got late game. We're gonna scale.
We're gonna scale,
We're gonna
bro.
scale. We got the late game scaling."
Just don't lose the drags, bro. We're gonna make it.
So I don't know how I picked Brennosaurus Rex for the record, but Brennadactyl, I was making my League of Legends account, and I actually spelled Brennosaurus Rex wrong. And the actually appropriately spelled Brennosaurus Rex was taken. So then my boyfriend Brady geniusly suggested, how about Brennadactyl? And I was like, okay. And as it turns out, Brennadactyl was available on every single platform. And now that I'm verified on Twitter, I'm stuck with it forever. I don't even like dinosaurs that much.
You have it
Wait,
forever.
what? You were gonna be Brennosaurus Rex. How can you not like dinosaurs that much?
It's just like it's just a name, right? Like
It's
my
just
name
the
is
name.
Brenna, right? But that doesn't like necessarily mean anything. Yeah, I mean, what's your screen name on like the
Oh, I'm
do you have
boring
some
as
weird
hell.
gamer tag that you're
Nah.
not that proud of?
I mean, the only screen name I'm not, that would probably be like a cringe screen name, was when AIM was a thing, and I remember I was really obsessed with Sonic and Shadow from Sonic Adventure. So I named my name Shadow the Ultimate Life Form at AOL.com. But I couldn't spell that out because, of course, some fucking dweeb already took the name, right? So I put Shadow ULTI 4M, and that was how I figured out like how to weasel my way in there. You short it down.
Yeah.
And I stuck with that name, and people would always ask me, because, this fucking sidekicks and shit, they'd be like, why do you have that stupid ass name? I'm like, dude, man, Shadow, he's this fucking hedgehog, man. He does these things, man. He's got these skates on his feet. He's pretty cool. Then there was a period with the other period. You ever played San Andreas GTA?
Yes. Yeah.
So I think there was a character in San Andreas called OG Loke. So I changed my name to OG Loke, and that was my name on Xbox Live for a very long time. Then I started listening to Bring Me the Horizon, and I went full edgelord. And I changed my name to Generation War for some reason.
Okay.
Go.
Do you still listen to Bring Me the Horizon?
Of course.
Okay. Which album is your favorite?
I really like Chelsea Smiles a lot.
Really?
I really do. My favorite album, though, because I think a lot, me with my relationship music is like working out. Pray for Plagues. It's aggressive.
Sempiternal. I could listen to that album on repeat. Oh my god.
That's the transition to real like
that album.
poppy style, hardcore like emo music.
Yeah, I prefer definitely a more melodic, like post-hardcore. I'm very specific. I've listened to the same music for 15 years.
That's totally fine. Like
my favorite band is Falling in Reverse though, and I actually got to meet the lead singer, and that was really cool. Yeah.
So let me ask you this, since we're on the topic of this. Johnny Craig Dance Gavin Dance or no Johnny Craig Dance Gavin Dance?
Tillian, all the fucking way,
Really?
because Johnny Craig is a piece of shit.
How could you say that?
Have you heard the story about his old girlfriend?
I've heard the story about the girlfriend. I know the story about the MacBook. I know the story about the heroin.
God, no, I was listening. Slaves. Have you ever listened to Slaves?
Yeah. Listen to Slaves.
God, their music is so good. But Johnny Craig.
I mean, he's a great vocalist. He's a great vocalist.
But he's a horrible person. Do you okay, so something that I'm also really struggling with is I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. J.K. Rowling is horrible.
Yeah. But you know what?
Do you still like Harry Potter?
Yeah, I have to. It's like I can't. There's no way I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna stop liking Harry Potter. It's like it's impossible.
I own 30 Harry Potter books.
Oh my god, you're insane.
It's a problem.
Of the same book?
No, just different.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I have 3 copies of the 7.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there's some duplicates.
Wait. Are you gonna get the new Hogwarts game for PlayStation 5 then?
No. It's in my heart, I feel so guilty. But Harry Potter. That was my senior project in college, was actually a Harry Potter RTS. It was not good, but it was a Harry Potter themed RTS.
So let me ask you this question, because I got asked it recently. What was your favorite Harry Potter movie? Or one you think was the best Harry Potter movie? Now, what's your favorite?
I didn't like the movies. Actually, I liked the 7th. Problem with the movies though is that they were not accurate to the books, and that was
literally leaving. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I don't like the movies. Bye.
She said bye.
You keep going with your bad opinions.
He's literally gonna walk up. Anyway, so welcome to the Narz show. How you doing, Brenna?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I also feel that way at the same time. I think J.K. Rowling, has a lot of condescending and convoluted responses to certain things.
She's a TERF.
She is.
I have a lot of friends that, are trans, and it's she's fucking bullshit. Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah, and that's how I feel about I want to get the Hogwarts game that's coming out, but obviously that's going towards her eventually. So I don't know. I mean,
my backup is wait for it to be on Humble Bundle, because then I can choose who the profits go to. Are you done throwing a fit?
I just have one thing to say. So you're one of those people, right? Who reads the books of things that get made, and you're like, the book is always better. Like if you watched anime, you'd be one of those people like the manga was so much better than the anime.
But the manga's always
No,
better.
they're not.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna actually agree with you because you know what? I've read Lord of the Rings. Okay.
And the movies are better.
Yes.
Okay.
But caveat: The Hobbit, horrible.
We can agree on that.
Yes.
I'm with you.
But like Lord of the Rings is the driest. Oh God. He spends like pages describing the environment.
What I mean that's kind of cool though. You know, like it gives you the ambiance. You can smell it. You know, you in the realm. It's not just hey.
You can smell the book.
Yeah, you ever smell the book sometimes? Do a little whiff real quick. You know, get in the zone.
I don't know what he's smelling.
Love the smell of bookstores. I don't know if that's
You know,
weird.
there's the smell
but,
of
like
rich
the smell
mahogany.
of books.
The smell of bios.
You
Go ahead. Sorry.
If we're talking about the smell of anything, have you ever, maybe Brenna, you know this too, have you ever opened a fresh new game like box and just
Ooh,
sniffed
that fresh
it?
Yo,
wrap smell.
I worked at GameStop in college. I got to open so many games.
Yo, the emo girl starter kit, bro. GameStop, Hot Topic, and Bring Me the Horizon.
But that
Yeah,
smell.
Shit was clean.
That smell. Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah.
Don't get it as much anymore though, because everything is now being
Digital.
They just buy digital.
Yeah.
But
But
the last time I bought a physical game.
You can't remember?
Actually, that's a lie. I did pre-order Cyberpunk 2077, like the collector's edition.
That's worth it.
Wait, are you gonna get like the that big thing? Dude.
I don't even remember what it is. I pre-ordered the most expensive one. I have no idea what's in it.
Let me throw my what's the how much does it cost? $200. I want
like-
that one.
300?
Yeah,
$300?
Wasn't that 300?
I think.
Hold on, let me check my
That
phone.
better come
Hold
with
on.
a jacket.
I totally impulse bought the Cyberpunk Xbox One X. Xbox One X. Yeah, that one.
The only time I've ever gone crazy for like a really like a big game that I bought everything, the console, was when Halo Reach came out. I got the Xbox Halo Reach edition. I got the Xbox Halo Reach Legendary Edition thing. I spent I think like $1,000 at GameStop. It was pretty much all the money I made in the summer working at American Eagle, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna spend this right now. I'm gonna get this. The GameStop people loved me because they were like pre-orders.
Oh yeah, as long as it's a pre-order,
They were
we
like,
loved you.
it was like, yo, you're the man, bro. What you need, bro? What you
That pre-order model was such bullshit, by the way, because like I could have friends come in and pre-order like 500 games, put $5 down for each, and then come in on someone else's shift and cancel all the pre-orders, and it reflects poorly on them,
Yeah.
even though they were my pre-orders.
Yeah. That's terrible.
That's bullshit.
Also, it shouldn't reflect poorly on the employee to begin with.
No.
Like if someone decides to cancel the game, hey, you know, I don't really think I wanted this anymore. Like I thought I wanted it, but then I'm like, that was such
Yeah.
a dumb metric. It's
Let me tell you something else. You know those surveys that they ask you to fill
course,
out,
of
like, hey,
course.
please fill this
And you
out.
win
If you don't
$1,000.
give them a 10, it is a negative score on them,
Wait, what?
and it reflects negatively on the employees. Yes.
That no wonder they're going
If-
under. They're a terrible fucking company.
That and some other reasons.
Of course. God damn. But Brenna, we're getting up to the end of the show here. It's gotta be 12 a.m. and trains stop working around New York. Wanted to know if you had anybody that's streaming right now that you'd want to stream. I mean raid.
Raid.
Yeah. Let me.
yeah.
I'm just looking to see.
Go ahead.
You know, the
Take as
people
much
that-
time as you need, all right?
Well, you know, I really think that we should go give love to, you know, one of our former mixer folks.
Ah, the Famski.
How about Asika?
Asika.
Oh, Asika.
Haven't seen Asika. in
I
a
love
while.
Asika.
Asika's great.
Asika. Yeah.
Did you want? Let me. Here's a link.
Yeah, if you could just give us a
Let's put
link.
it in
Yeah,
here.
just drop it in the Discord.
You know, because Zoom will get mad. She'll be like, "Where's my link?"
No. So the collector's edition for Cyberpunk is about $250, and it comes with the I forgot the character's name. He's on a bike and he's like pew pew.
Samurai. I think is that the character's name? Samurai.
Is that his name?
I think I talking about
That's-
the main character, right?
V?
Yeah.
V is the name of the main character.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's samurai?
Oh no, I think that's like the type of
Samurai
person
is just like what they're called,
Yeah.
right? Like hey,
Yeah.
like it's like on the back of their jackets and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, because like in the trailer with Keanu Reeves, he comes up, get back out there, samurai. And it's just
Yeah.
like, okay, samurai, cyberpunk. We're melding a couple different types of
Yeah,
things here,
yeah.
but all right, I see you.
I did
Um,
get a box from CD Projekt Red.
You got a box?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me.
Nope. I'm,
Eh.
I'm doing unboxing.
I'm so jealous.
You've
It probably has nothing in it.
you've betrayed me.
How did I betray
It
you?
probably has nothing in it.
You've betrayed
Can I have your address to just send you fake media kits?
me.
that are empty?
We just want you to take a picture of this and
Just a
put
picture of the box.
Oh my god!
And
Anything. So
I,
like this is a package from Xbox. Wow. Nothing.
nothing
They said
inside
like,
of
hey,
it.
when you give us what we want, which is the social post, then we'll send you the
Yeah, I
actual
know,
thing
right?
that's supposed to be in the box.
That's smart.
Yo,
That would work.
I mean, I think that's a kind of a fair
was-
transaction, right? I mean, it's kind of scummy,
That
but
was
That's super.
for
scummy.
Mixer season 2. Like we could only
Mixer
post pictures of the
season two.
boxes, right? And everyone was like, "What's in the box?" It wasn't that exciting, but like everyone was super hyped about what was in the box.
Who open it? Failure.
oh my god,
Just like my life.
God. But Brenna, where can the people find you online? What are you doing?
can find
when
me-
do you stream?
I stream sometimes on absolutely no schedule whatsoever. So like just turn on notifications if you really want to watch my stream. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Xbox Live, PlayStation, probably everything. Brennadactyl. It's Brennadactyl.
You've done that often, haven't you?
I got like a whole spiel for the end of my stream. That's
Oh,
like
wait,
memorized.
take us through it.
Oh God, now I can't do it because you're putting me on the spot. That's like you like someone's like, I can do a British accent, and you're like, do a British accent then. Oh, I
And
can't
you-
do one anymore.
Cheerio.
What?
Hello, governor. You know.
Oh,
Hello,
Gov.
governor. Would you like
Oh,
a pot of
no.
tea?
Oh no.
No, don't go anywhere. All right, that's probably the end of the show since we start talking in British accents. But guys, if you want to learn more about 368, if you want to check out some of our previous episodes, check out some of our guests from our previous episodes, that's why you can head on over to youtube.com/368. So follow us on social media. We are 368 on all social media. Follow this show's social media, which is super late. 368 on Instagram and Twitter. Myself and Gabe are literally Narz and Gabe Olivero on Twitter, Instagram. We're trying to get up to 10K followers, so help us out, please. That would be great. Yeah,
Help her out.
we're
help
trying to
her
get
out.
that swipe up on Instagram.
I'm just still trying to get verified, but
he does.
I've
He does
accepted-
fitness
I've accepted I'm
videos
dead.
and stuff.
It's
Go
cool.
check out his fitness.
I'm not that
videos.
important.
Okay, whatever. Also, guys, I'm gonna be hosting the Game Awards. Oh my god.
Wait, the actual Game Awards?
No, so this is the Gamers. This is a company
Oh,
that I
okay.
did. I produced a series called Twitch 101, teaching people how to start up their Twitch channel, whatever. And we are next week, literally next week, Thursday at 10:45 a.m. I'll be hosting the Gamers Game Awards. We have a lot of people like Miss Harvey, Jess Brohard, that have been nominated for awards. A lot of people have been nominated for awards
So is this a Game Awards show focused on the women in gaming?
on women in gaming.
Okay.
Brenna, were you nominated?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I was super annoyed because I saw like lady developer or whatever. Apparently, it's very specific solo woman game developer. Y'all need a category for like just regular devs that
Regular.
do stuff in gaming, but like don't make games because I don't make games, and there's a lot of us that work here but don't make games.
I got you, girl.
Just
I'm gonna
saying.
let them know about that. Don't worry. I got you.
You let them know.
I'll let you know. Yeah, bye. 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 All right. Thank you, Brenna. Love you.